you. Keep going. Ignore the pain. I told you it was to trick you.
Okay, so we're back.
Keep going.
Can't remember which video this is.
See, there's nothing to Come on.
Yeah, I've noticed in some of the videos that I'm posting, you can hear the buttons of the controller as I'm hacking and slashing along against these dudes that keep kicking my ass. So yeah, I'm still trying to figure this stuff out. I'm gonna try my best to edit a lot of it out in the video editing software, clean up the videos and try and make also the commentary a bit better in quality, because I've noticed with the headphones I don't get the best quality out. But I mean, yeah, we all got to start somewhere, so this is the beginning. At the end of the day, I'm just enjoying this game. So we got to this point where I was on the bridge and now I'm not on the bridge. So let's carry on and see where we get. She's not doing too good. Even when sprinting, she's like not really moving that fast. Well, not sprinting, because she doesn't really sprint at all in this game. What's down here? I know you're injured, lady, but I need to see if there's anything. I keep looking for collectibles, but there's no collectibles in this game at all. Only things I think that you can sort of collect is sort of totems or statues, those rectangle ones, or wood, or whatever you want to call them, that you get told the story from. Oh, okay. But other than that, it doesn't seem like you can really get anything. Yeah. I noticed as well the quality that's coming from this TV or the gameplay is in this. Oh. I failed a lot. Check my arm. Yeah. So once I give myself a better TV, but I think I'm gonna wait for a PS5 before I get a better TV, just because I'll just buy everything together once I've saved up enough money. But anyway, enough ranting about me being broke. Let's go.
Before she first met him, she was not in a good place. Just a teenager, but not like the others. Barely functioning, she rarely left the house. Her father's in-bow made sure of that. Only occasionally did she venture out on her own, collecting firewood and herbs. Errands out in the Orkney Plains. That was her world. Like this one. Barren and lonely.
I'm telling you, man, the concept of this game is really out there. I haven't played anything quite to this level, if that makes sense. I mean, I've played games that, to be honest with you, at this point, you already clearly say it's a better game. This is not the best game I've ever played. This is up there. Up until the point that I've got now, it's definitely up there. But the concept of this game, included with all the artwork, the storytelling, and as well as, I found a face, as well as the mental aspect of it, how they are trying to depict what it's like for a person to go through psychosis, and then when you wear headphones, and it's pretty friggin' real.
Senua, there will be times that you will feel alone and exhausted, like a strange little fish swimming against the tides of the big ocean. But have the faith to let go and let the tide carry you away. Because the whole ocean is your home, and it does not ask you to swim against it.
I still think this is all in her head, to be honest with you. You know? I mean, I know a lot of it that's going on is in her head, but I mean this entire reality she's going through, I've got a feeling that she's imagining everything.
There he was, the lone figure of a boy. Sword play under the shade of a tree. She remembers the first time she saw him. To her young eyes, he moved as if dancing, and the world danced with him. The gloom lifted, and for the first time in years she felt a ray of hope.
Music's pretty good too. I mean, I saw ladders and stairs back there, but now I don't know if I'm supposed to be going this way to see if there's anything else I can find, or if this is the way I'm supposed to be going. I mean, it's a linear game, but it doesn't feel very linear.
Watching from afar, she mimicked him, perfecting her own secret dance, wishing those fleeting moments of light would stretch out to last forever.
Something funny's happening, so I'm gonna go this way to check by the ladder and the steps. It's crack-a-lacking over there, because I'm sure I've missed something. Yeah. I was actually looking at this game on YouTube last night, just looking at some other walkthroughs and stuff like that with other gamers, and the quality of their video, just as a comparison. And then also I realized how many times I've died because of how dark her arm is compared to their character. What was that? Aha, see?
The Northmen tell of a great hero. His name is Sigmund. His father's hall was built around a great tree.
Yeah, I've missed a lot of these, man.
Odin comes and thrusts a sword into the tree, a gift to whomever can release it. Many try, but the sword only comes out at Sigmund's touch. His brother-in-law, King Siggeir, wants it, but Sigmund refuses it. So King Siggeir plots revenge. He invites Sigmund and his brothers to a feast, but when they arrive, they are met with an army, not a warm welcome. King Siggeir captures Sigmund and his brothers, steals his coveted sword, and readies them for execution.
Good old betrayal, eh? I don't want to touch it and risk dying again. Well, I assume then, well, let's just see what happens. I know if I touch it, something bad's gonna happen. But then why do I want to touch it? Okay, well that was minimal compared to what I thought was gonna happen, but that's fine. Man, I need a medic pack or something. A bandage. The ones where you've been like shot 14 times in the game, but then you just seem to wrap your arm up and then 80% health increase. Game logic. Whoa! That's pretty.
Where is she going? What is she following? You can't even fight. It's just deception.
How does he so effortlessly court the world and bliss? If only she could do the same.
Okay, so this is like...
Through eyes anew and dance with it, just like he does.
You see what I'm saying, man? Because this is kind of like they doing a representation of how her husband or somebody else, or maybe somebody with, you know, good mental health sees the world versus somebody without it. You know, somebody who's struggling with mental health issues doesn't see the world colorful, bright, warm, and beautiful. You know. And this game is like really shedding some serious light on mental health, man. And especially after the whole pandemic and COVID-19 thing, and people were struggling, man. It was hitting people hard. Something bad's about to happen, because that normally happens when she's about this far in.
What's your name?
Senua,
I haven't seen you before.
I don't leave home much.
Oh, Zeno's daughter.
I have to go.
Wait. Who taught you to fight like that?
No one.
No one.
Well, I watched you, and
You learned all of that from watching me? You should become a warrior, you know.
me?
I'm Dylan. I'm here for the warrior trials. Just come and watch. And bring your sword.
You can't put it into words. That moment When you look into the eyes of the one who's supposed to reassure you, make you feel safe. It only takes an instant. Fear swallows you before you have a chance to make sense of it.
Yeah, there we go.
Becomes a part of who you are.
You killed him.
But her world changed the day the Northmen took him from her. Senua knows that there's no going back to how things were. That there's nothing to go back to at all.
Stay still, stay quiet, hide, don't tell her.
Their gods can see into your mind.
He's back.
Use this power to destroy you.
They won't stop me. I can still feel him.
Whatever's left of him, they will never let him go.
I'm not gonna let him rot here.
You're the one rotting here.
Leave me alone.
You will die here.
No.
And all your suffering will have been for nothing.
Shut up! Dillian? Is that you? I'll find you, man. I promise.
Give me a second, I'm just having my contact lenses out. Yeah, I'm one of those blind few in the world. Can only wear these suckers for 9 hours a day. Where are the glasses? Gotta clean them, gotta clean them. So, yeah. I actually thought in the beginning when I was playing this game, or when I first heard about this game, that she was a Viking. Or, you know, somebody from Scandinavia. A warrior from Scandinavia. But I see now, I don't think so. I think she was maybe somewhere else. Maybe somewhere in Scotland. Because of how she talks about how she relates to the other older guy that was with her in the beginning, or that was helping her in the beginning. And yeah, so I think because of that, obviously her lands, when she was away trying to sort out herself in the forest, or face her demons in the forest, her lands must have been raided. And then that's when her husband was killed. But because he was killed by Northmen, which, if I'm not wrong, is what they called the Vikings back in those days, then because he was killed by them, he went to hell. Hellheim.
Believe it. Is he not real? Is he there? You're alone in these mountains. Is that Dillian? Nothing lives here. You won't survive. You met him by the tree. She met him by the tree. Maybe it's a sign. The tree. What's he trying to tell you? He's waiting for you by the tree.
There's another one. Yeah, go into the tree with all the skulls on the floor. Yeah, I thought that was a snake. 2K TV deceiving me. Okay. I mean, whatever happens, happens at this point, right? Oh, is it? It's okay.
Take it. Take it.
That sounded like a clicker from the Last of Us.
Where's it coming from? She started something.
What's happening?
Senua, imagine a sword that can slay gods. Its name is Gramr. It was forged by the god of all Northmen, Odin, and gifted to Sigmund, a great warrior.
I need this sword. It's important. Can you help me?
The sword appears whole, but it is an illusion. It shattered into shards long ago. It is said a great warrior can reforge Gramr by answering the trials of Odin, one for each shard. The roots of the Tree of Death will take you to new lands, where you will face the trials.
Go to the shard. Go to the shard. Go to the shard. What's the shard? Find it. It's the metal.
Fantastic.
Find it. The metal. The runes. You need that sword. Go to the shard. Find the shards.
Okay, so they're known as runes. There you go, Graham. A rune.
Where is it? Find it. There it is. Focus. There's the shard. Focus. Focus. Use your eyes. Look. Get closer. What can you see? Go to it. It's not safe.
I want to tell you a story about a god of the Northmen called Baldur. The second son of Odin. He was beautiful, good, and wise. He was fair of feature, he spoke fair words, he gave fair judgments. Light shone from him. Only good things were told of him. Yet he was the first of the gods to die.
Okay, so well, she seems to be healthy again, so that's a positive, I guess.
What is it? What does it see? Get closer. It's dangerous. Don't go near it. Don't go there. Don't go too close. Don't go to the mines. You don't know what will happen if you touch it. Where are we? What is this? It's the same. Different. It's another world. It's lighter. It's nicer. I like it here. Can we stay? Let's stay here. I like the way it's safe here. It's calm here. It's light here. It's the bridge. It's not broken. It's fixed. What happened?
Get it? Two masks, representation of two personalities.
The Northmen tell this story about the death of Baldur. It begins with dark dreams. Night after night, Baldur dreams of his own death, and the gods fear for his life. So Baldur's mother makes everything in the world: fire, water, iron, stone, earth, wood, beasts, birds, serpents, poison, sickness. Swear an oath not to harm her son. One by one, they each make their vow. Neither weapons nor wood will injure him, Baldur's mother boasts. Only Loki, father of Hela, the mistress of death, is not unused.
You'll never find her. Open the gate. She can't. Open the gate. It's locked. Try harder. She can't. The gate. She can't. She can't. She will. She'll find a way.
I mean, some of these voices are on your team and some of them are just not.
The gate is open. Go through the gate.
Go through it.
It's dangerous.
Follow it.
What's behind the gate?
Where will it take you?
It's not safe.
Dillion.
There he is.
There he is.
What are you waiting for?
Quick, find a way.
Find him.
Go through them.
Before he disappears.
Dillion, don't lose him.
Way too many
You
times.
always let him disappear.
Dillion, there he is. Quick. Where is he?
Has he gone away?
We're in the wrong world.
He's not here.
She's in the wrong world.
He's not in this world.
He's in the other one. He's in the other one. He's in the dark world.
the dark.
The dark world.
The world once seemed so simple. Black and white. Darkness and light. Narrow dividing lines of our own making. Dillion taught her to see further. To peek through the cracks and see the worlds of colour stretching away from the glue.
Not in this one.
And Senna explored new paths into the unknown.
You can't. Senua, you've got it. He saw that she was strong.
Why isn't he here?
He's gone.
He's in the dark world.
He's gone to the dark world.
You're in the wrong world.
He's in the other world.
The dark world.
Without you. You broke him. You killed him.
You couldn't see the darkness within you.
Just want to see what's through this gate before we go on our venture.
You kill the things you love.
You kill the things that are most precious to you.
It's like it was your love.
Believe in you.
And I keep saying it, but the multiple voices thing really is quite terrifying.
Do you know? Was it worth it?
You're still alive and Dillion's dead. He doesn't deserve to be dead.
How does that make you feel?
There he is. Where are you taking me?
He's up there. How do you get up? There's a way. There is a way up there. Find the way. She can do it. You're nearly there. She'll find the way.
Hmm.
Dillion doesn't know who killed him, but we do.
Nobody will love her now.
Can you remember what love feels like? Look what happens to the thing she loves. She destroys the thing she loves.
The gods feast and rejoice and amuse themselves by throwing spears and stones at Balder, striking at him with sword and axe. But he comes to no harm, whatever they do. The gods never cease to wonder at this great marvel. But Loki shapes himself into a woman and asks Balder's mother, "Is it really true that all things promise to keep him safe?" "I did not ask the mistletoe," Balder's mother confesses. "I thought it was too young." Oh dear.
Your curse has claimed Dillion. Poor Dillion. He didn't know he was kind.
It seems to be the plane. Ah, okay. So that is not an option. Wait a minute.
The curse cannot be.
What if I look through this mosque and then into the building from
He
there?
was the only one
That'll
she
make a
could
difference.
trust. Could she trust him?
Maybe not. Aha. Not too shabby, eh, Nudge? Spoke too soon.
Dillion saved her. You owe your life to Dillion. You owe everything to him.
Loki makes a dart out of mistletoe and goes to the gods as they throw things at Balder. The blind god, Huth, was there. Loki asks him why he wasn't taken away. Huth says, "I cannot see where Balder stands, and even if I could see him, I have no weapon." Loki replies, "Here is a wand. I will tell you where he stands." And Huth throws the mistletoe at Balder. It pierces through him, and to everyone's horror, Balder is killed. And for this, Huth is slain.
Huh. Loki, huh? Yep, too far. This game has a lot more puzzle-based.
You've come this far. The bridge is broken. There's no way you can fix it. What do you do now, sir?
Go the other side. So yeah, as I say, it's more puzzle based than anything else. But the action sequences are really good.
You are guilty. Was it worth it? She should have listened to her father. Why didn't she listen to her father? She thought she could defy her. You have no chance for love now. Nobody will love you again. Ever again.
Probably could have done that a lot earlier than running around opening doors and going in and out of different realms. I
You
guess.
should have listened to your father when you had the chance. Why didn't you listen to him? This love has tortured you, and it tortures them.
The Northmen tell how the gods mourned Balder. His body was to be burnt on his ship, but they could not manage to push it into the sea, and sent for a giantess to do it. She comes riding a wolf and has vipers for her reins. She pushes Balder's ship into the sea with such force that the ground shakes and the rollers burst into flames. When Balder's wife sees his body carried onto the ship, her heart bursts with grief, and she dies. She's put next to her husband, and the pyre is lit, sending the dead to hell. But even so, the gods cannot accept his death.
It's all your fault. You're cursed.
Okay, well let's do the old symbol thing again.
Years
that a
have
cheat code?
passed since she left her father.
Up, square, down.
She trained hard alongside her friend, Dillian. She saw things no one else could. Patterns, shapes, movement. An intuition that made her an exceptional warrior. Friendship turned to love. But the shadow of darkness never let her go, and she was caught between two worlds. That of Zindel and her past, and Dillian, the future.
Special.
Two realities tearing at her soul.
Mean nothing. Special.
Waste of time. Could all be a waste of her time.
What if the gods are just playing? What if the gods are laughing at her?
Messing with her.
It wouldn't be this.
First time. You have no chance. Just like it strangled him. Dillion doesn't know who killed him, but we do.
No, didn't think so.
Does it feel warm? Do you feel safe? Dillion loves you.
Puzzles, puzzles, puzzles. Oy, 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 oy.
He's the reason she keeps fighting.
There's clearly nothing down here.
Do you remember the way he touched you?
Hang on a minute. Been running past it the whole time.
Overcome with grief, the gods send Hermod to ride to Hell and ask Hela to let Baldur return home. All the gods are weeping, he says. Are they? Asks Hela. We shall see if he is truly missed. If everything in the world will weep for him, he shall go back to the gods. But if even one thing refuses, Baldur stays with me. The gods send messengers everywhere. Weep for Baldur, weep him out of hell. And everything wept. Men, beasts, earth, stone, trees, metal, everything. Except for a giantess they find in a cave. Baldur was never my friend, she says. Let hell keep what she has. The Northmen say that the giantess
You have no time for this. Speed. These rules mean nothing. She thinks she can try us to distract you. It set you up, and now they're going to watch you. What if these trials mean nothing? Laughing at you. What if they take you no closer to Dillion? Dillion, you're letting this get in the way. What if they are just to take you out, to make you weak before the battle? What does it feel like to be in love? What if this is pointless? What are you doing? Why did you think you could make this work?
The Northmen tell how the gods punished Loki for Baldur's death. They captured him and took him to a cave. They fetched his 2 sons and turned one into a wolf, and he ripped his brother apart. The gods used Loki's own son's entrails to tie him down, and turned these bonds to iron, and dangled a poisonous serpent over his face, so that its venom would drip onto him. Each time the venom drips onto Loki's face, he writhes in agony. The Northmen say that is the cause of earthquakes. A reminder, perhaps, that if even gods must accept death, then so must we.
You had that loved you. You squashed it, strangled it, flattened it. Was it worth it? The curse cannot be undone.
You can imagine how absolutely horrible it must be to not be able to switch those voices off, man. to just have him continuously yelling in your head, screaming when you're awake, when you're asleep.
Dillian!
It's not safe.
Dillian never much cared for the underworld
You're going to fall.
and looked dimly upon the Druids, like her father, Zinbel.
You can do it.
I guess he took after his father, the chieftain who believed nothing he couldn't see, and he happened to be blind. She felt safe in Dillian's arms, learned to see the world through his eyes.
Oh, oh,
Slowly, the darkness that had bound her so tightly began to unravel.
Go to him. Go to him.
That's it.
Quicker.
Here we go. Hey, arms open, I'm on my way.
It's your fault. He's disappeared. You've lost him to the sea. He's gone. You've lost him to it. He's gone to the water.
Man, I only got a silver trophy.
Senua, your father cannot understand your darkness. He cannot see through your eyes. No one can. My own father was born blind. Doesn't have the faintest idea of what the night looks like. The word dark to him means as little as the word light. So someone is afraid of the dark. Should we fix them by taking away their sight? Would you give up the beautiful world that you
have no idea what just happened there.
can see just to be rid of your nightmares? Or is this the price you pay for the gift you have? A gift that makes you so special in my eyes. Just another part of the person I love.
I left for the wilds to protect you from my darkness. Because I love you. But it made it worse. I'm so sorry.
It's done. You did it, but there's more.
I'm down. Who knows how many to go?
You're tired, but you have to keep going. There's still more. There's always more to do. It's not going to be easy.
And we read from left to right.
Can you do another one? It's too much. Have you got the energy? She hasn't got the energy. No. Too much to do.
Let's go.
I saw once a plague strike northern lands of ice. It was so terrible that not the oldest man among us could remember the like. Hundreds died. The sickness took nearly every person younger than 40 and many older. And where dying mothers gave birth, the marks of the plague were on the babes as they came out of the womb.
Oh, loading screen.
Where are we? I don't like it. This place feels...
What is this place?
Cannot wait for that SSD lifestyle.
creepy. It feels wrong. It feels strange.
As if anything this woman is going through doesn't feel strange.
Turn back. This is wrong. This has to be wrong. He is. There he is.
The light.
Go towards it.
He's in the house. He's
Find
going
it.
in.
He's disappearing.
Follow him.
Don't let him disappear.
The air.
Where's it gone? Keep going. How do you find it? It's just a trial.
It's a test. Like the old warrior trials. Dillian will help me.
Just one little test to do.
Ugh.
You can almost reach him.
The stench of rot. She can almost taste it. Do you smell it?
No.
No. Don't worry. Not everyone can.
Thank God for that.
Spring day when she went to the river with Dillian and the others. For the water. She could taste the rot. No one else could. She knew something was wrong, something sinister. She begged them to leave, but they just laughed at her. But soon enough, as the bodies piled up, no one was laughing. And they knew that she was not like that.
The bridge. It's broken. Fix it. You have to fix it. How are you going to fix it? You can't get to the house until the bridge is fixed. You must. You have to get to the house. You have to find Dillian.
Yep, there we go. Didn't see anything there.
Now you have to find him. Quick, get to the house. Get to the house and finish this trial. It doesn't finish until you get to the house. Before he disappears, Senua. You have to get in.
Yeah, ladies, I'm moving as quick as I can.
You found a way to climb the tower. The ladder. Quick. What now?
Oh,
You can see it. Aligned to the truth. The bridge.
okay. Silly me.
The Northmen
Sorry.
speak of a death moon, a light shaped like a half moon that appears inside a house and goes around the walls. I once saw the death moon appear at a farm, and first the shepherd died, then a guest died, and then the farmhands, and then the farmer and 6 of his men drowned at sea. But that is not the end of it, because the dead return to haunt the living.
Duh.
If you see the death moon, then beware, because there will be death in that house.
She did it. You fixed the bridge. Fixed it. You passed the trial. Get to the house. Done. You succeeded.
I am a handyman. Or handy woman. Okay, time to go. On to the next one. That's not good.
Senua! Come to me! Where are you?
I'm here. I'm right here.
Are you in there? Come out if you are.
Find him. You have to find him. The runes.
Focus.
Focus on the runes.
Focus the runes. Come on.
Dillian! They're coming for me!
You're dying. You won't. This is too much.
Someone's calling you. Someone's calling you.
What's the voice?
You can hear Dillian. It's Dillian. Go to him.
Dillian?
Go to him. He's trying to save you. There it is. It's close. It's close. Move away. Senua, move away. You'll die. You're dying. The burning has begun.
The burning.
The burning has begun.
Go
There
to the
it is.
gate. There they are. The runes. You can get through.
Don't let it see you.
It
There.
is.
Go towards it.
Run.
Focus.
Find
Focus.
it.
Focus.
Focus.
This is absolutely freaking terrifying.
Where are they? Where's Dillian? Where are you?
Don't let it see you. Don't get lost. Don't let it see you. You'll start to burn. There it is. Run! Run now! What should I do?
Jeez and Ross.
You don't run. Your sword. You came through the wrong door. Where's your sword? To defend yourself. What is that creature? You can't defend yourself. It's Dillian. Find the creature. Where's Dillian? Where
The
are
light.
you? Go towards it. Focus. 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 Look. One had to find one. Find the other symbol. You're lost.
Where is he?
Where are you? They blame me. The voices of rage.
Okay, sorry about that. It happened again. Cut me off right in the middle of a boss fight. I managed to get to it the second time. That was actually quite an intense sequence because of it's actually quite shit not being able to fight something and you have to run away while solving a puzzle at the same time. It wasn't difficult. It was stressful. Man, I was sweating like legit. Anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna try to keep the videos an hour long each and try to monitor that so that we don't have situations like that happening the entire time. But now we obviously got through the boss, so I'm continuing from that section. You may hear my fan running in my room. It's a bit warm here at the moment, so just need to keep myself cool. Don't know how much, so it shouldn't be too bad. So yeah. Alright, anyway, let's carry on.
They're blaming me for the plague. They say that I'm cursed. What if they're right?
How would they know such a thing? Are they gods? None of us are. They're just people. Good people, but they're scared. They're afraid of what they can't see. Like children scared of the dark. They make up stories to fill the void. It doesn't make them true.
What if my father was right?
You have to step out of this darkness. Let them see who you really are, like I have. You're not a monster.
made me